Hey, welcome to my animal house. We're down here in the hide and bang. Yep, we're at the anole cage, and there's a reason why we're at the anole cage today, and we're going to kind of go over a few things about the anole that I wanted to go over with you, because I think it's really confusing. A lot of people don't know the difference between a male and a female anole, and the little bit of differences there are in the anoles. And as you can see right now, the male up there, he's on the right side of the screen. I'm not sure if it's going to transfer or not, but anyway, he's up there. He almost looks like a yellow. He's matching this color right here of the background. He just kind of moved, and they do go from like a yellowish to a brown to a greenish color. They do vary in their colors a lot. The female over there on the left looks about right. She's about just the way that they normally look anyway, with the green. And if you can, and we'll go over that here in a minute with her stripes and patterns and the things that stand out that you can tell that she's a female. So we'll zoom in here. And as you can see, we'll zoom up to this one. No. There it goes, there, folks. So now that we're up there, you can that one. With him being a male, you can tell. See how he's got a really long, slender nose, and if you look over at her, see how short her nose is, and that's a really big, way of telling that, from male and a female. Other than that, they look really close. But the thing about the females is you really got to be careful, because when they sell them at the pet store, when the females are, when they turn a dark color like that, they look a lot with their short noses like the, I think it's the Bahamian. If I'm not sure what it is, you can put it down in the comments if anybody knows what it is, but it's like the Bahamian anole. They have a smaller head like that, and they're a tinier lizard, but a full grown one does kind of look like a female anole when the female anole is dark color. So you really got to be careful of that, and just notice that you can see. Let me see on her. You can kind of see it. You can see that stripe down her back that's really light color. That's a really good sign that's a female. Here, let me go down to here. If I can find it without zooming in. Let me grab some. She's got that plastic lid on there, but you can see she clearly has that stripe going down her. I'll take that lid off here in a second, and we'll release her in this tank. And yeah, I do have 2 females in there, and that's fine. You can have a couple females. You just only want 1 male, because if you get 2 males, they're going to fight for territory and females and that kind of thing. If you only have just the 1 male, they won't. He won't fight with the females. So. There we go. But anyway, I'm going to release her in a minute. She does have a broken tail. That tail will mend. And the story about that is, it's funny because we just went to the pet store today to get some bloodworms for the African dwarf frogs, I think they are, and the other fish too. And I looked in there, I was like, oh, I think that one's a female. And then when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, look, it's got a broke tail. They're, starting to grow back. And they're like, oh, it's got a broke tail. We'll adopt it to you. And I'm like, what? And they're all like, yeah, we'll adopt it to you. I think they just wanted me to have it because they know I'll take care of it. And so they adopted it to me. Didn't cost me nothing. I went to the pet store, and we're going to release her in this tank. And she's got a really good, in the cup, the white cup, she's really green. Once I take the lid off, you can really see that stripe. So between that stripe and the smaller head, you can really tell that it's a female anole. So hopefully, if you are looking for an anole, that'll help you. But yeah, we'll get her in here with these guys and gals. So you can see her stripe. And she has laid me an egg. There is a egg down here in this little egg box. I'm not sure if it's a false egg or not. I've heard some stories that some of that flake food that they feed the crickets will cause some of these reptiles to have false eggs. So I'll see if they're on a normal cycle, they'll have an egg every 10 days. So I got it marked down when she had this egg. So I'll see in 10 days if I get another egg and go from there. But if not, now I have 2 females, and we'll get to releasing her, and I'll show you some pictures of her, and I'll clip in some pictures of these guys too, better pictures. You can tell that the male, watch. But I did want to kind of get more back on him, because I think I talked more about females than I did males. And then I wanted to touch bases on a couple more things about the male. Their nose is a lot longer, and They do seem a little bit linkier, and another big thing is you really can't tell a lot of the times, like this guy, but he's got a big dewlap. It's probably about the size of a dime, and then when he's either another male or when they're mating, he'll pop out that dewlap and he'll bop his head and that kind of thing. So anytime you see the dewlap, it's a 100% for sure it's a male. So I just kind of wanted to touch more basis on that dewlap and the male and stuff, because I got into, when I got the other female, this video was like more about, or was directed towards more about how to tell a female, because I thought that was a lot harder, but I thought I should direct more on the male as well, and the dewlap is very important. So the longer snout for the male and the big dewlap. And then we got a little female down here hunting. Oh, I can't see her. See her back there. She's like, what are you doing? She was back there hunting, but see how her nose is so skinny, and it's way shorter, and she won't have a dewlap. And let's get her back to hunting. They're pretty clear, and that's the common one that you're going to see at the pet store is the male. It's the females that are harder to tell, because like I say, they almost look like those Bahamian ones. So hopefully these little tips right here will help you if you're looking for an anole, and it'll get you the right anole, or get you a set like I have here, and you can enjoy them as I do. All right, I'll quit the rambling. We'll get some pictures of that little girl there, and we'll check out her tail, and we'll get her released in here. Hopefully with some humidity and stuff. There might be a little bit of skin on that tail that hasn't came off, so I might have to take some other attention to that later, but we'll get to that when we have to now. But we'll get her in here. How you guys doing up there? He's just looking like, this guy's always got a camera in our face. But it's kind of cool. You can see her there with the short snout, and he's got the way longer snout, so. But there you go. All right, everybody, I got the lid off. Hopefully she just doesn't jump right at me. But look at that stripe down her. I actually thought she was one of the Bahamians because the tail's so short. But I can't see the tail, but you can see how it's kind of gray right there. It's not long enough as it should be. So it's either grown back a bit, or where it starts to go black, there might be shed built up there. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to stress her out. It's not a big deal. She's going to go into a really good humid environment that's going to take care of it. It's going to be no problem. It'll be a good time. So she'll be able to her next shed or whatever, and then I'll get a closer views of her once she's in here, run around and relax a little bit and see actually what I have to do, and we'll go from there. It's no big deal. I'll take care of her. It doesn't matter. But she's got a little stubby tail, and it's really cool. But look at that stripe. That's what I want you guys to check out again. You can clearly see that snout. Look how small it is. Very short. Got the same look, same eyes. That's the thing. Look at the eyes, because the Bahamians are a little bit different. They're beady little eyes. These guys are cool. Sorry about the lighting, but she's in that bowl. But you can really clearly see that stripe. Hopefully she'll come right out of here, and we finish up this video. See, those guys are they're still hanging around up here. They're just like, hey, what's going on? See, her stripe kind of changed. See how she kind of adapted? It's more like a yellowish kind of now. Yeah, it's weird how it changes, but that stripe stays pretty dominant. All right, I'm gonna come back out here, and I'm gonna actually tilt that bowl a little bit and get a little brush and see if I can get her to come out of there so this doesn't take all day, and then I'll say goodbye to you guys. Come on, baby girl. There you go, look. There you go. She jumped right back there. Oh, there she is. Let's beat her head right there. Let me get this bowl out of here real quick. Ooh, she jumped up again. All right. See her right there. Look at that color. Yeah, see her tail right there? Look at that guy. I think it's got some built up shed. Yeah. See how it's got that little bubble before it goes that discolor? I don't like that. It's almost like it's got shed on it. So I don't know if she's going to jump at me, guys, but there she is. I'll get a couple good pictures over here in a minute. Sorry about that zoom in there. I was thinking about zooming in and then just hitting the picture button, but I'll try to get a better picture when I'm done. But anyway, thanks for watching this. I hope this helps you guys. If you're looking for, anoles, and if you want to set a male and female, remember, don't get 2 males in one cage. You can do multiple females and 1 male because, it's all about dominance with them. You don't want your males fighting over the females and that kind of thing. So hopefully these guys will get together and maybe I can get a picture of all 3 of them in one spot for the thumbnail. But anyway, in these crazy times, I hope everybody's taking care and being safe. And just to my family and yours, take care and stay wild.